Okay. Thank you for joining us after tonight's meet, and congratulations on your performance. Coach, can you just give us an opening statement on the performance of your team, not only tonight, but throughout the entire season?
Yeah, these girls have a lot of courage and heart, and they showed that through tonight. But really, this whole season was just us overcoming a lot, and they came through it in the end. They became a team, they became a family, and it was a really memorable night for us just to compete for Coach Colleen and for these girls to get a season. So I couldn't be more proud of them.
Okay. You talk about all the ups and downs, losing Colleen, the COVID-19 pandemic. And you also have a roster with a lot of juniors and seniors. Talk about that leadership, and particularly with the seniors that won't be back, what they meant to this team this season and throughout their career.
Yeah, the six seniors we have are a really special group, and they're really irreplaceable. And this season, they just demonstrated what it meant to be servant leaders and bring everyone under their wing and fight together towards a common goal. And it's going to be really hard to see them go. It was very emotional in our tumbling heats. We have 3 senior soloists, and they're key players in the group passes. So it was a great night to go out and celebrate all of their hard work and dedication to this program, and they've really made it what it is today.
This next question is for all 3 of you. You mentioned tumbling, and your individual passes really scored high tonight. Just talk about that performance. And going into team event, it was just over a point difference, so it really came down to team event. But your tumbling performance was very strong tonight.
Yeah, this team, they work so hard on their tumbling and their technique, and they just give it their all every day at practice. And we say we're a second half team, but tonight it was even better than expected. And again, having those 3 seniors for soloists, they just wanted to go out with their best performance, and that just showed through.
Do either of you have anything to add, the student athletes?
Tonight we just wanted to go out there and do what we know how to do. There were a lot of nerves, and we all just looked each other in the eye and said, do what you know how to do. It's not for us, it's for Coach.
And coming in from an injury, I was able to get a new pass as a senior, never having done a whip pass in 2 weeks. And it was just very fulfilling to see all the differences this year and being able to fulfill everything and do that pass with this team that I love so very much. I'm going to miss them.
Okay. I think that's all I have. I appreciate your guys' time. And
I have a question.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, this is for Gabby and Kat. Just what was it about this team that allowed you to not only overcome a very short window of time to prepare for the season, but to make it, and be one of 2 teams on the final day?
I think we were competing for something so much more than ourselves that we just came together as one and competed for something bigger than us. We had one God, and we compete for Him, and all the glory goes to Him.
Yes, and adding to that, just not knowing that we were going to have a season and coming this far was so exciting. It's emotional every practice. Literally every practice we're crying every time we do a team event. But it was that made this year so special.
And you mentioned there being, uncertain if you're even going to have a season. Could you take us back to when you found out you would have a season? What was the conversation like with you guys and your teammates? Do you remember that when you got the news, what it was like?
Yeah, so when we first found out we were going to have a season, there were a lot of what ifs and how. A lot of hows, how we were going to do a team routine in 6 weeks when normally we have 3 months, and it just came together by some miracle.
Yeah.
Kat, do you have anything to add to that?
Not really. Kind of just having to bring in a brand new freshman team in and just like telling them like we have like this much time. We are so good. Like just watching them come in, I was like, we are so good. We can do this.
Mhm.
We are so good. And the magical thing about it all is we did it in the very short amount of time. And there was so much trust in the team, so much hope, and like doing it for coach and doing it for everyone was just so fulfilling, and I love it.
Kara, for you, we mentioned the hows and what ifs. And as the head coach, I don't think anyone felt that any greater than how you felt it. And so if you've had any time to reflect and think, has there been any big lessons you feel like you've learned in terms of being a head coach? Because you just did it in perhaps the hardest situation to be a first-time head coach. So are there any lessons that really stick out to you right now?
You can only control what you can control. And that was my motto going into this season. I had a brand new baby and, didn't know if we'd have a season. And I really just stayed present in the moment. And that's all I could do is control my attitude and effort. And that's what I always preach to my girls. But this year, that was more true than ever. So, biggest lesson would just be stay present in the moment and control what you can.
Any other questions? Okay. Thank you very much. Congratulations again.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Mhm.